Hey, welcome in! Today we're gonna go together through my Cuphead adventure and how I've managed to beat the game in expert mode and achieve S ranks at the same time. I've been streaming my attempts and now I wanted to share what I've learned and how my evolution happened. I wanted to do this because this was truly a blind experience. In all of the years that Cuphead has been out, I have tried to keep myself as blind as possible, not even watching any gameplay or playing the game seriously at any point, and I wanted to document things from scratch. Also, the other reason is because I don't really have a lot of experience in shoot-em-ups or run and guns or STGs or any of the games of this kind, so I thought that documenting how I learned things and how my evolution happened would help me get better at this sort of game. To be honest, the game that I've got the most experience in this type of genre is literally Terminator 2D No Fate, which came out quite recently from this moment of this video. And this game has got a lot more complexity to it, from the enemy types, the patterns, the amount of weapons, just everything is... there's just a lot more of everything in this game. So before getting into it, let me just explain the rules of S ranking. At the end of levels, you are presented with a scorecard, where you're based on time, health points, parries, and skill. For the time to be valid, it usually needs to be under 2 minutes, but if it's got golden numbers, you know you're good. Health points need to be at 3 or above, and the same thing for parries. Skill, I don't know how it's calculated, but if you get everything else, you'll get the maximum score. And also, you need 6 cards of special to be used. So with that explained, let's get into it and let's go through the process. Starting with Botanic Panic, this was the first level that I did, and at this point I expected Expert to be a lot more insane than regular, the game really going to the next level with extra attacks and maybe different patterns, but I was surprised to see that it was very similar to regular. Just faster patterns, a few more projectiles, and that's what I noticed. I still don't know if there's differences in HP or anything like that from playing to difficulty to difficulty. Anywho, I was just experimenting, not really paying attention to the guns that I was using at this point. I was just using my favorites, the electric gun and the crack shot. This fight is extremely simple for Cuphead standards, and I adapted to it immediately. There's no real difference between the strategies used in regular to the ones used in expert. For the first phase, I noticed that I had to use the EX special in order to stay in the air a bit longer if the potato was firing its shots in the fastest speed. For the onion, I was just micro-stepping in order to dodge the tears carefully, and in this part I was looking at the top of the screen more than I was looking at my character, because I wanted to dodge the tears that were falling down, and I felt like I had to get the parries in order to meet the quota, but getting the parries is extremely delicate. You have to have fast reactions here. For the last phase, the electric gun really helped because I could damage the carrots and simultaneously I could damage the incoming homing carrots as well. So my gun choice was pretty good here, and for the last part, just move around the screen. You really don't have to worry about much if you're moving from side to side and shooting the carrot as you can. Oh yeah, that was an A-. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna take the parry HP. Oh yeah, 4 HP now. Oh fuck, dude, I missed. That was good. Give me another parry, please. Nice. I'm happy with this. Kind of feel bad for attacking this little dude. Oh my god. Oh, I got the parry, wow. I don't think I'm gonna be able to parry anymore, but I've got 5 HP, so this has gotta be worth something. Definitely worth something. Oh, there we go. Let's use the special. Let's fucking get him, son. Get an S rank. I actually got an achievement. Cool, 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 cool. Put on a show. Maybe I should get like the Steam overlay so you guys can see the achievements I get. Hell yeah. Nice. S rank. Golly, a perfect score. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Ruse of an Ooze is my favorite fight in World 1. It's a bouncy enemy, it's very predictable, and I'd say this is the second easiest fight in this world. I didn't really consider my guns in this fight either, but I just wanted a gun that would hit this enemy independently of where I was going or pointing to. Because he bounces a lot, so that made it very hard to aim for him at all times, so I decided to use the crack shot. For the first two phases, I like to stay near the blue ball. It's easier for me to dodge the jumps like that, as I can just move under his position, and unless he's bouncing against the wall, that's going to work out fine. If he's bouncing against the wall, then he might land where he was, so be careful with that. And also, there's a second reason why I like to stay near him. It's because when he changes from phase 1 to phase 2, 3 question marks pop up on the screen that are parryable, and you need these in order to get the 3 parries required to get the S rank, so you need to be fast at getting those. For the last phase, I just moved in the opposite direction that the tombstone was moving, and as soon as it stopped, I just dashed away from it. Not much to say. That's so dumb that that's the reason why I'm not getting the S rank there. Oh my god.
This match will get red hot.
Here
Here goes.
goes. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to get through him. Oh well. Oh, I blew up my balloon. Yeah. Nice try, buddy. Whoa, that was a bit rough there. Now my question is, like, do I even have the parries? I might have it now. I'm not sure. No, I think I do, right? Yeah. I got the 3 parries. There we go. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's the S rank. One thing that I'm not even considering is like my time. I think I'm doing like this pretty fast, but I don't know what the time constraints are. There we go, perfect score. So Cagney Carnation was the first boss that made me feel like the game wasn't holding my hand anymore. If Botanic Panic and Ruse of an Ooze felt easy, then this one was making me anxious from the beginning, as I remember doing this boss fight in regular and already struggling with the falling seeds from the sky, keeping up with everything that was going on the screen at the same time. So for expert, there is an increase in seeds, so I quickly realized that it was pretty much mandatory for me to parry the falling seed that I could. Otherwise, it would spawn a flying nut or whatever that is, and that would shoot me in the way that I couldn't predict, so it was really necessary for me to not have that on the screen. The second phase of this fight is where I messed up the most. I was experimenting with spawning the special EX from the crack shot, which is a parryable projectile that stays in place, and once you parry it, it is launched into the enemy. I was trying to experiment with this because I was trying to dodge attacks with it, but I got greedy trying to do so and I kept getting hit when I should have just been dodging in some other way. I used the same weapons as they were my favorite. The electricity provides a good advantage in the first phase as it hits the flying chompers that are homing in at you while still doing damage to the boss itself. And crack shot helps me as well because I can still damage the boss even if I'm moving away from him or dodging attacks. So for the third phase of this fight, my main focus was just keeping my cool. It is by far not the hardest part of the boss fight, but not knowing what the HP of the boss looks like makes me anxious to finish the fight. which could have made me make some mistakes, which it did in previous attempts. But in this one, I really tried to keep my cool, get the parries when I could, dodge the plants as best as I could, and just finish my way slowly. That was it.
Oh, okay, I don't think I can take any more damage.
The first part is literally the worst for me, okay? Now I know. Fuck, beat up. Oh, come on, man. I was literally moving well there. Okay, cool. Oh, you this motherfucker, dude. Wow, that one still hit me. That fucking sucked. Okay, I still have 3 HP though. Let's see if this works. Oh! Oh wow, that actually worked. Ooh. That's a bit dangerous for me to be there. Damn, right, dude? Okay, got this guy. Okay. Is this an S rank or is it like because I cheated with the parries it's not gonna give it to me? Because I did have 6 HP at some point. A fucking S rank, dude. Okay. I just gotta hit those. Okay, so I can get hit like 3 times. I thought I had to do these enemies without getting hit. We finally get to a fight where I specifically picked my weapons with intention. And I experimented a little bit with it too. So for the first 2 phases, I noticed that using the electric gun, the Converge, both enemies flashed when I attacked them, and I assumed that I was damaging both of them at the same time, so I decided to use that gun. My specials were also used in a very deliberate way for the first time. I wanted to use a super art at the end of the first phase after dealing a lot of damage, for a couple of reasons. First, it applies a lot of hit stop, which I don't know if this is the term for shooters, but it's when you're hitting an enemy and his animations slow down, which also slows down the start of their next attack. It's also good because it pops any bees that might be spit into the sky, so I get away with doing full damage with a super heart, while also keeping myself defensive. The other reason is because I wanted to damage them both as much as I could before the second phase, because to me that was the hardest phase. Getting attacked from both sides of the screen was not a good time for me. Another reason why I was using my special art at the end of the first phase is because I could actually charge up a lot of special by just shooting the frogs during that transition animation, which is quite long, so I could build up a lot of special for the second and the third phases as they are transitioning. For the last phase, again with the weapons, my second choice was the charge gun, mostly because I had to dodge a lot and most of the time the enemy is not hittable, he is in a state of invulnerability while he's not doing his attack. So I could charge my shots while dodging and I wouldn't lose any damage per second. My biggest issue with this weapon though is the EX special, which hits really hard at a very close range, but I wasn't used to it, so sometimes I messed it up and I used it when I didn't want to. Another thing that I learned during this fight is that actually I can S-rank without respecting the time limit. I got this fight done in over 2 minutes, but somehow I still earned the S rank, so that was a nice one. Yeah, damn dude, this game is tough as balls. It's already midnight 30. Shit.
This match will get red hot.
Hey, GG, but it's not. Bang my head against the wall. Whoa. I think I'm gonna stop streaming this game, and then when I come back to streaming this game, we're like, yeah man, let's do some Cuphead mods. I'm gonna keep developing my skills offline. Oh, this guy's still gonna shoot some fists at me. Okay, interesting choice there. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know why I did that. That wasn't very good. That was not very good. My god, this shit's so fast. Okay, cool. I like this one. No, tried to do that one, but that didn't really work. Ah, fuck. Try to deviate from the plot. Yes! Was that it? Is that it? Is that not it? I think that was under 2 minutes. Oh, that was not under 2 minutes. Hey, dragon. Yeah, I made it, dude. I made it. No, it's all good. That's an S rank. Look at the flag, dude. Look at the flag. I got an S rank. Let me see how many bosses I actually did today. As I've mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am not an STG player at all. My skill set for stages like the Hilda Berg is just downright non-existent. I am now starting to learn how to process information in these stages, understanding where the safe areas are on the screen during the attacks, and where I can position myself relative to the enemies so I can stay safe and deal damage, and then I try to layer all of these things together to really find the best spots to be in. Anyway, this fight is very stressful for a handful of reasons. Getting the parries while trying to dodge things was not being easy for me at all, and meeting the parry quota for the S rank was becoming frustrating. The only parryable things in this stage come in the form of stars in the last phase, and in the earlier phases, purple planes sometimes spawn, which will sometimes shoot parryable projectiles. It seems to be random if it comes out as a normal or parry projectile, but I was messing up by killing these enemies before they could even fire, so I'd never get the chance to get the parries. But my game plan was solid. Get some parries when possible, use the special arts as soon as I could, and focus more on dodging than hitting shots. The last part of the fight was particularly bad for me, because I couldn't understand what made the spaceships do their thing. It took me a lot of attempts until I understood that red spaceships trigger when you're below them, and yellow spaceships trigger when you get close to them. Even after understanding everything about this fight, I was having trouble executing. I think it's because I lack the fundamental understandings of STG mechanics, so I tended to overdo things, like move way too much to try and dodge attacks, which actually led me to be in awkward positions where I was more likely to get hit by the next attack, but eventually I achieved the run, and I gotta say that the horizontal shooter stages are mostly my favorites in the game. See, that wasn't a very good game plan. Motherfucker. Cool. 4 HP and a dream, dude. Oh shit.
Good movement, good movement. That's what we like, that's what we love. That's a good enough boom. Even dodge the haha accidentally. Let's go. Oh my god, I thought that was gonna be the purple that was gonna give me the parry. I killed the purple that was gonna give me the parry, man. Ah, fuck off, dude. My fucking god. I keep killing the purples that are gonna give me the parries. Oh wait, I got enough for this. What the fuck am I doing? No parry? Okay, cool. Ooh, yo, Lord of Wasteland. What's fucking good, man? Something about the circle ball. We will start clockwise and counterclockwise. Ooh, I have no idea, man. I still have no idea about the pattern recognition there. Let's get close to this one. Let's get close to this one. Let's go now. Oh, there's the last parry that I need. Let's go past this one. Stay close here. Here we gotta go past. Nice. You're gonna get shot in the face, girl. Yes! I hope that was fast enough, dude. I hope that was fast enough. That was 4 HP. Yes! That was fucking fast enough. Oh my god, made me sweat, dude. That shit made me sweat. Ooh. Golly, a perfect score. Damn, that was quite the struggle. And that's it for World 1. After completing it, I learned that Expert is not an impossible mountain to climb. And at this point, I felt like I really developed the sense of when to use my specialty during fights to get the most damage without leaving myself at risk. I learned that trying to parry everything is probably not a good idea. Sometimes you gotta choose to stay in a safe place rather than to risk it all, and most importantly, that even with a few mistakes, I can still overcome the challenge. Next video, I'm gonna be talking about the bosses in Isle 2. The difficulty definitely spikes from island to island, so I had to adapt to a whole new level of attack patterns and mechanics. But this world was already forcing me to really analyze my gameplay by the end of it. Let me know if there's something that you think I should be mentioning when talking about these boss fights, and if you like the video, consider subscribing as it really inflates my ego seeing that number go up. And until the next one, peace.